And a pleasant good evening to one and all in the region, across the nation, around the world. We welcome y'all to Michigan City, Indiana, where we are doing the Rich Petroski Show live. I'm Brian Snow. I am joined by the now voice of the St. Joseph Chargers, Connor Klingling. Good evening, my friend.
Well, thanks for having me, Brian. Really honored today. Joined by Coach Petroski here.
And Coach Petroski is on the hotline with us. Good evening, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, my friend. Well, it's what we all been waiting for. Week 1 is here. The Chargers will kick off Friday night defense of their CCL Red Division title. And, Coach, you and I had a chance to talk a couple weeks. And, you know, with Friday approaching the first one of the year, you're on the road at Elmwood Park. I know I asked you this before, but what's the attitude of the kids going into this one tomorrow night?
We're excited. I actually have Shamar Bishop and Caleb Hayden, my O-line, D-line, and my quarterback next to me right now. So we're actually listening to it, so that way, if you have any questions, these guys will be the ones to answer. So actually, these guys will probably be the best ones to ask this question to.
Well, let's talk to your starting quarterback. Let's get him on right now, and I know he's excited about kicking off tomorrow night, kicking off defense of the CCL Red Division title. How are you this evening?
Great, doing great.
How excited are you that the season is finally here?
Very excited. Last night.
What was the coach's message to you guys, especially this week with kickoff tomorrow night on the road at Elmwood Park?
Just making sure we take care of the ball. Can't make key mistakes and do the little things right.
Turn it over to Connor for you had a chance to read a quick preview about St. Joseph. Let's go over our Meatheads game notes. Connor, what do you have for us?
Well, reading about St. Joseph, Caleb, there's a lot of hype about you this season coming into your junior year after getting a little experience last season. Why don't you describe for the fans kind of your game and the excitement that you'll bring to the field this season?
He's a little tough, right?
Oh, that's all right.
He's not the most talkative. The best one to talk to, though, is my senior captain, Shamar Bishop, the one that's next to me. He's a 4-year starter on varsity, so he's the one that would be able to talk a little bit better.
Connor, take it away.
Sounds good. Well, Shamar, you've got great size at 6'2", 250. What did you work on this offseason to improve your game going into your senior year?
I'm basically just working on my feet, getting my quickness up, and that allows me to play multiple positions. That's pretty much it, just working on my feet and my.
What was the biggest thing you learned from last season to bring it into this season, especially with your team, the Chargers, now having the bullseye on your back as the defending conference champion?
The biggest thing was we had to stay focused. This year, brought that over into this year. We got to stay focused and we got to be tough. We definitely got to be tough this year.
Shamar, you're one of just 8 seniors on the team. What are you doing to lead this younger group?
Just keeping us focused. Just keeping our mind on the big goal. That's to get far. Make it far. That's all.
Coach, as mentioned, we had a chance to talk, and listening to your captain, Shamar Bishop, talk, focus seems to be the buzzword with you guys, and I'll mention the point again, especially with you guys having the bullseye on your back as the defending champions.
Yeah, it's we talked about it all week. My biggest thing this week, my speech to them was the hemorrhage. We have to go into this game having a chip on our shoulder for the simple fact that, like you said, we do have a bullseye on us. Everybody's gunning for us this year. We can't be that sleeping giant we were last year because nobody really knew about us. So this year I told them that we need to walk into that game with a chip on our shoulder and letting everybody know who we really are. And with it going forward, just taking it game by game and making sure that we're getting our fundamentals together and making sure that we are who we are and we're the Chargers of St. Joseph.
Bringing Connor on to the crew for the first time. He will be calling the bulk of the games this year. He'll also assist me with the Rich Petroski show. And Connor, like I said, I know you had a chance to get some game notes on him. There was something that Coach mentioned to me, and I want to hear your comments on it before I come back to him. The comeback win against Leo last year on the road that basically sealed the conference title, that was basically the introduction for everybody to the St. Joseph Chargers, because as Coach just mentioned a moment ago, they were the sleeping giant, and they woke everybody up with that comeback win.
Yeah, no, I listened to the first episode of the Rich Petroski show. I mean, it was awesome hearing you, Coach, describe that win and how it kind of changed the momentum for your program, and getting that championship in the CCL World, just such an impressive season. But as you talked about, that kind of puts the chip on your shoulder this year.
Yeah, it totally does. With the chip, you know, we have some adversity here. One of my coaches just had surgery, so he's going to be missed from the sidelines and things like that. And I told him, I go, everybody has a reason and a rhyme why we're here, just to make sure that we're focused and we have the chip. Because if we walk in there with that chip on our shoulder, we won't let anything bother us. And I think that's the great thing about our motto this year is with the chip, we can't let anything bother us. It doesn't matter who's talking to us. It doesn't matter who we're playing against. As long as the chip is there, there's no one that should be able to stop us.
Tonight's program is brought to you in part by Meatheads, the official sponsor of the St. Joseph Chargers and all of St. Joseph Chargers programming on Arena Sportsnet and Arena Sportsnet Chicago. Meatheads, it's a fast, casual family restaurant that serves fresh experiences. They provide a full-service, made-to-order dining experience, serving high-quality, fresh, never-frozen ingredients, including 100% Angus beef hamburgers, hand-breaded chicken tenders, and chicken sandwiches, as well as real Idaho potatoes cut freshly every day. Meatheads is a place where you can gather around the table and talk, a place where you can enjoy the whole family from the moment you walk in the door to the moment you leave. Meatheads of Elmhurst, Illinois. Rich Petroski on, Connor Cleveland, Brian Snow here as we are live with the Rich Petroski show this evening. A bit of an abbreviated version because we're getting ready for tomorrow night. Connor will have the call at Elmwood Park. I turn it back over to Connor.
Well, Coach, Elmwood Park, this is a team you got a win over last season, but it seems like they could be improved coming into this year, maybe have a chance to compete for the Metro Suburban, their conference. What's your take on them going into tomorrow night?
I'm a big component on not taking anybody lightly. We actually, as a team, they actually went and watched and things like that, and they came back and told me what they saw, what they think they're going to do and like that. So my thing is that we're just going to play it snap by snap, and you know what I mean. Hopefully we get up big, and you know what I mean. There's really not much more to say there. I just hope we play with aggressiveness, and if we play our style of football, it's going to be a long day. It really will.
Absolutely, and talk a little bit defensively. How important is that move for Malik Mason from linebacker to defensive end?
I don't think it's that big of a switch for him. He played it a little last year also. He actually ended up playing it in a playoff game, so he has experience there. My big thing is just seeing how athletic he is and being a beast, as the kids would call him. As long as he's doing what he's coached up to do, he's amazing to watch.
A couple other things that we want to talk about, you know, going into tomorrow night. It's a bigger challenge for you guys. We mentioned these points before earlier in the show as the defending champion. It's a big challenge with that, but also you guys are starting the season on the road.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I think the good thing about it is that we like to be on the road. I don't know why it is, but we love to be at Elmhurst, but technically every game for us is a road game because we have to leave the school and we have to go to Elmhurst College to play. So actually, we're road warriors. I would prefer that we be on the road. I don't know. Maybe it's just that it might be just easier for us because that way we can't lose focus. There's no way for us to lose focus that way if we're on the road.
Part of tonight's program brought to you in part by Cleaver Supplements. Pure supplements from when genetics are just not enough, and a official sponsor of Arena Sportsnet and Arena Sportsnet programming. With Rich Petroski and Connor Klingen, Brian Snow here with you as we get you ready for Charger football. Let's debut tomorrow night as they hit the road to take on the Tigers of Elmwood Park. Connor, I turn it back over to you.
Well, Coach, Zion Timms is going to be playing that rover position. In that 4-2-5, can you talk about the importance of his role in your defense?
Actually, he has a big role for us, especially being a rover because he comes out and makes a lot of tackles for us. He's another linebacker basically for us in the way we play our defense.
Gotcha, Coach. And in terms of offensively, we did get to talk to Caleb a little bit, and I'm reading he can throw the ball 75 yards on the fly?
Yes, and it's funny because when he does it, he's flat-footed. We yell at him all the time about his throwing motion and everything like that. It's unbelievable. We saw it last year after the Aurora Christian game. He actually took the football and was throwing it from the end zone to the 45-yard line on a fly. And he was throwing it effortlessly.
Boy, that's impressive. And he's also got the ability to run as well, correct?
Oh, yes. That's the like I said in the newspaper in the article I just did, he has sneaky speed. With his height and his build, you would never think that he could actually run, but he takes long strides, and once he starts going, it's going to be hard to stop him.
Well, here's something that we love talking about, Coach. It's momentum. We talked about it when we went through the season recap last year, and I'm going to equate this or tie it into your offense. As you told me, you run a spread offense. How important is it to hit Elmwood Park and hit them quick with a score to get the momentum your way?
Well, it's funny because with the way I look at my offense and the way they look at our offense is that every time we touch the ball, we should score. There's nobody in the state of Illinois that can stop. That's the way we're teaching our offense to them. And if we hit them in the mouth hard enough, everybody's going to go down, no matter who it is. So I think if we can score on an opening drive, it's going to be a long night. I have no problem continuing to score either. But I think that's one of my personal problems that I won't stop until it's told to stop.
Love it. I love it. The Rich Petroski Show brought to you in part by Meatheads of Elmhurst. Come in, sit down, have an authentic meal presented by Meatheads of Elmhurst. And we're also presented by Cleaver Supplements, pure supplements for when genetics are just not enough. Big point mentioned earlier tonight, Connor, before we wrap it up. Take no opponent lightly. That is especially true when you're the defending champions and you go on the road in week one.
Oh, certainly. I mean, that's always a big part to starting any season. You can't overlook any game. Coach, how are you really instilling that into your players? And you talked about in the first episode how you had to change this culture into more of a winning culture. Now that you've had that winning, how are you keeping them hungry?
We change it up all the time. We do different things. We just tell them that, and it comes back to the point I made at the very beginning, is that we are the defending champs, so we need a chip. And I think the chip is, I think the players feed off of me a lot because I have a chip on my shoulder, and I tell them all the time, I don't care who it is, what they do, or how they do it. I'll give them our playbook, and they still have to stop it. So I think me having the confidence in myself, it zooms through those players because they're just like, if Coach has it, we can have it.
I love that line, Coach. I'll give them my playbook, and they have to stop it. That is great stuff from Coach Rich Petroski, and happy to be able to talk to you and really excited to call the season this year, Coach.
Yeah, I told the team tonight we're in the middle of our team dinner right now, so it's kind of funny that I broke away from them real quick so that way we can do the show and everything like that. But I told them I haven't been able to sleep since Monday. I go to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm back up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's just one of those things. I toss and turn and I get kicked and stuff like that. But I mean, I've been having this day circled on my calendar since October of last year, and I just this date was cemented in my head, and I just can't wait for it to start.
Well, we can't wait either. Connor will have the call tomorrow night. Coach, we'll let you get back to your dinner, but thank you for taking some time with us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, that is Coach Rich Petroski. Connor and Brian back here with you as we get ready to put a bow on this bad boy. And Connor, first of all, welcome to the team. Thank you for thank you for doing this, man.
Brian, I have to say thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to continue broadcasting, and I'm really thrilled to do it, and I'm really pumped for tomorrow night.
You should be pumped for tomorrow night. Our games this year and our programming with St. Joseph brought to you in part by Meatheads of Elmhurst. Connor will have the call tomorrow night. And the pregame show will be brought to you by Meatheads. We'll kick everything off at 8:20 Eastern, 7:20 Central Time with a little replay from tonight's show. And then Connor will take you through the game at Elmwood Park tomorrow night. You excited, my friend?
Absolutely.
Connor Coleman has the call tomorrow night. Yours truly will have the wrap-up on Saturday as we debut our new Illinois high school football wrap-up show, taking you with scores and highlights from around the states of Illinois, Indiana, and Iowa. The Tri-I football show comes your way on Saturday. For Connor Coleman and Coach Rich Petroski, Brian Snell here, bidding you all good night and God bless from Michigan City, Indiana. Enjoy the game tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen.
That went well.